Hi, my name is Frank, and this is a story about stupid mistakes and pure blind luck. This is my drone, Blade 360, QX360. Almost lost it today. To blind luck, it is home, safe, everything's working, unimaginable blind luck, and you're about to see how. It started out like any other drone flight. I decided to take it out for a flight. The snow was coming down kind of heavy, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to get some video from up above of the snow. So I took off, and as soon as I had it up there, I decided, well, I'm going to push the range a little bit on this. It's supposed to have about a half-mile range. I'd never pushed it that far. Let's see how far I can go with it. About this point when I started to notice that the drone was struggling a bit. I thought it was just fighting its way through the wind and that there may be just slightly high wind up there, but it seemed to be holding its position okay. But I noticed that it was a little unresponsive to my controls. I didn't think much of it. In the future I will, because as it was, what was going on is the batteries in my transmitter were starting to run down. Okay, now I've done it. I've pushed the drone past any distance that I've ever done. I've never flown it this far away from myself. I can still see it. It's in my line of sight, but it is pretty far out there. And with the low batteries on my transmitter, it is now out of transmission range. I have no control over the drone from here on out. Is designed to land itself if it should become disconnected from its transmitter. However, the wind's got a hold of it at the same time and is pushing it pretty hard. It looks like it's going to crash right into the water. That was pure, dumb, blind luck. It is so amazing that it actually landed on the ice and didn't end up in that water. Now at this point, I do not know where the drone has landed. It went down below the tree line. It was out of my sight. I knew it was in that area, and I was shitting bricks. I had no idea where it was. I was searching high and low all over the place for about 5 or 6 minutes before I discovered it. I really expected to find it either up in a tree or into the brush somewhere, or at the very worst, floating on top of the water. I was really pleasantly surprised to see it just sitting there real nice as can be on the ice. I decided to bind the remote to it and see if I could get it up off the ice. At this point, I was feeling pretty lucky being able to get it up off the ice, but things got bad again. The controls were not working properly. I could not get the drone to come back to me. The batteries in the transmitter were just too low, and they were just going on and off, on and off. It was losing its bind in the middle of the air, and I had hardly any control over it. This shot right here, you can see just how close it was on that landing. If that had come down maybe just another couple seconds sooner, it would have been under that ice, and I probably would have never found it again. Since I couldn't regain control of the drone enough to get it back to me, the new strategy was just to get it landed back on the ice. Now that is blind, dumb luck repeated again. I got so lucky to be able to get this drone back down onto the ice. Now the drone's safe on the ice, but here's the question. How the hell do I get it off of there?
Okay, so batteries were all out by the time I headed out there to get the copter out of there. So we weren't able to take any video of me actually getting out there to get the copter. Did get it out of there. It was sitting out on this little peninsula right here. So what I had to do was chop my way through the ice. As you can see, there's the channel I made all the way through. It took about 45 minutes to chop my way through all that. And just little by little just busted through the ice and kayaked out there and got soaked doing it. My hands were pretty weak by the time I got to it, but I got it. Coming back wasn't so bad. A little bit of work, but not nearly as much work as it was getting out there. But the copter's safe. I'm safe. And there you have it. Got lucky this time.